Hi, today we're going to talk about our med administration process and the proper way to do it to make sure that we are doing all of our checks and all of our rights. Every house should have a binder of some sort. It may or may not be this particular one. You're going to have a few pages on the top and then each individual below that. So our particular individual that we're serving today is Mickey Mouse. So every part of their section should always have a picture. It should at least be chest and face. It can be a full body just as long as it's an updated picture and it looks like the individual's in the home. So that's the first thing you'll see. The second thing you'll see is a medical authorization form. This allows us to give medications and treatments and act in a medical emergency. We'll talk more about this actually in the med class itself. And then you're going to start seeing their MAR pages. And you're going to have a few of them. They may look like this, they may not, but they'll be very similar. They will have the client's name, their date of birth, the month and the year, the doctor. It should have their allergies listed on here as well. It might have diagnoses. It might even have their diet. It should have at least a DNR code status on these sheets. Towards the back of that, you're going to see standing orders. This is a 2-page document that allows us to use certain over-the-counter medications in order to treat certain things, such as headache, fevers, aches and pains, constipation, diarrhea, scrapes, sores, scratches, bruises, etc. They are good for 1 year from the date they are assigned on the bottom, and then if you use these, you do have to use this form. You will put the date, the time, a sticker that matches the medication you gave, the reason you gave it, half hour to an hour later, the results, and your initials. This does need to be in a progress note, not a serve healthcare note to be exact. So if you use acetaminophen 500 milligrams, 2 tablets, there is a sticker that has all this information on it that you will pull from the back of the MAR and you will place on this page. And we will talk more about that as well. But right now we're going to focus on meds. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull out their medications. So I have all their medications out. And then we're going to start at the very front. And I see the picture. We're good. We're going to flip through this. We are going to do medications for the 10th and the 8 a.m. meds. So I'm going to be looking down here to see if I have anything that I need to do on the 10th. This is PRN, which means as needed, so I don't have to worry about that. You might have a BM tracking. You might not. I have the 10th, and I'm just scrolling. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to always make sure that you are checking for the individual. You're going to check for the medication, the dose, the route, the time, and the date, okay? And we have labels. They may or may not look exactly like this, but they're very similar. They'll have their name, the medication, the dose, the direction. So if it's 1 tab, 2 tabs, 3 tabs, every other day, whatever the case is, it'll have a prescription number. It'll have the doctor, and you'll more than likely have like a reorder tab here. It'll have the pharmacy and the pharmacy's contact information on it. So we're going to use this to do our med administration. So the first thing we're going to check is Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Simvastatin, Simvastatin 40, this is Simvastatin 20. So if the labels do not match exactly, then you need to stop and you need to confirm that we can give this medication. Now, this one says Simvastatin 40 milligrams, give a half tab to equal 20. This says Simvastatin 20 milligrams, take 1 tab. So they do equal, okay? So Simvastatin 40 milligrams, give a half tab for 20. Simvastatin 20 milligrams, take a whole tab by mouth, once daily, once daily. Then we're going to take this and we're going to flip this over upside down. Our next medication we have Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. We have Pernavil 10 milligrams, Lisinopril 10 milligrams. Now, if you look, this does also tell you Pernavil 10 milligrams. So this, sometimes the labels will give you the generic and the brand name, okay? You'll also look here, it says Lisinopril. So we are okay to give this medication without having to contact anyone. If you're still questioning it, you can always contact your house nurse or the pharmacy. So we did Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Now we're going to come up here and we're going to do Pernavil 10 milligrams, Lisinopril 10 milligrams, give 1 tab, take 1 tab by mouth, once daily in the morning. We have the 10th, we have 8 a.m. Now we're going to take this and we're going to flip that over. Next medication, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Propranolol ER, Propranolol ER, 120 milligrams, 120 milligrams. Take 1 capsule, give 1 capsule by mouth, 3 times daily, 3 times daily. We are on the 10th. It is 8 a.m. and we're going to flip that one over. We have Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Metformin, Metformin, 500 milligrams, 500 milligrams. Give 1 tab, take 1 capsule by mouth, twice daily, by mouth, twice daily with meals. We have the 10th, we have 8 a.m. We're going to flip that one over. We're going to go to the next page. We have aspirin 81. So again, here we go with Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Aspirin 81, aspirin 81. Give 1 tab, take 1 capsule by mouth daily in the morning. We have 10 a.m. It is 8 a.m. Or we have the 10th at 8 a.m., sorry. We're going to take this and we're going to flip it over. Now we need to look through every single page to make sure that we have no other meds that we are concerned with. And you always have to flip from the beginning to the end to make sure that we have no meds hidden. So now we're going to do our second check and we're going to start up here again. We're doing the 10th and we're good on that page. And we're going to start here. So now you can flip your medications over this direction and they'll be in order for you. Have your med cup supply ready. And we're going to do the checks again. So Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Simvastatin, Simvastatin, 40 milligrams, give a half tab to equal 20. Simvastatin, 20 milligrams, take 1 tab by mouth once daily. By mouth once daily. Now we are going to dot the MAR page. We are going to punch out the medication. You want to make sure that it's in the cup. And you are going to initial and date the bubble pack and then flip it over. And we're going to keep moving on. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Prinavil, Prinavil. 10 milligrams, 10 milligrams. Give 1 tab, take 1 tab by mouth, once daily in the morning, once daily. 10th, 8 a.m. Punch it out, make sure it's in the cup. Dot, date, and initial, and flip over. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Propranolol, Propranolol, ER, 120, 120. Take 1 capsule, give 1 capsule by mouth, 3 times daily. We are on the 10th, and it is 8 a.m. We are going to punch, dot, initial, and date the bubble pack. When you guys are doing this, you also want to make sure that the day before is punched out, not back here. Be cautious because meds do stick back to here, but we're also looking to make sure that they had gotten the medication before. All right, our next medication, we have Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Metformin, Metformin, 500 milligrams, 500 milligrams. Take 1 capsule, give 1 tablet by mouth, twice daily, twice daily. It's the 10th, it's 8 a.m. Dot, punch out. It was given on the 9th. You are going to date and initial and flip it over. We're going to go to the next one. We have Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. We have ASA, which is aspirin, 81 milligrams, 81 milligrams. Give 1 tablet by mouth once daily. Take 1 capsule by mouth daily. It's the 10th, it's 8 a.m. We are going to dot, punch, make sure it's in here. We are going to date and initial. We are then going to continue to flip through every page to make sure we're not missing any medications because they might have gotten a new med and it's hiding. On our third check, we're going to flip these all over again. And we're going to do the same process, but a slightly bit different. So again, we're going to check. We're on the 10th. We're looking for AM. So here we go. We're going to start with the name. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Simvastatin 40 milligrams, give a half tablet equal 20. Simvastatin 20 milligrams, give a whole tablet by mouth, once daily, once daily. So now we're going to check to make sure that this medication matches the one in this cup. Now I know these are all the same for the sake of, that's how they did that, but that's what we need to do. So if this is orange, there should be an orange one. If there is 2 in here, there should be 2 of them in here. So you always want to make sure that this medication matches. Okay? Then at that point, if everything's on board and you've gone through and you've done those, make sure you dotted it, make sure you initialed and dated it. You're checking again to see if the one before is correct. It's not stuck in the bubble pack, you can then put it away. Then you're going to move on to the next one. And we've got Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Prunaville 10 milligrams, Prunaville 10 milligrams. Give 1 tablet, take 1 tablet by mouth, once daily. In the morning, it is the 10th, it is 8 o'clock. This matches in the cup. And over. Same thing. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Propranolol ER 120 milligrams, Propranolol ER 120 milligrams. Give 1 capsule by mouth, take 1 capsule by mouth. 3 times daily, 3 times daily. We are on the 10th, it's 8 a.m. We've punched it, we've initialed it and dated it. It was initialed and dated yesterday. This tablet matches in here. And then you can put it away. Again, same process for the metformin now. So we're going to do Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Metformin, Metformin 500 milligrams. Take 1 capsule by mouth twice daily. Take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily with meals. It is the 10th. It is 8 a.m. This is dated in the initial. That's punched out. It was fine. These match. You always have to make sure the meds in your cup match your bubble packs. And the dots are a good indicator too, if you need to. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Aspirin 81, Aspirin 81. Take 1 capsule, give 1 tablet by mouth, once daily. In the morning, it is the 10th, it is 8 a.m. It is dated and initialed. Well, yesterday's was as well. The med matches in the cup. And you can put that away. And then you're going to go through and you're going to do it again. You're going to go all the way through the pages to make sure there's no more meds. If you want to, you can even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dots. Then you will go and you will give these medications to the individual. Cannot do more than 1 client or person being served at a time. Once they have been given, you have watched them administer it. You are going to come in and you are going to initial all those dots. Initialing is super important because anything over 24 hours is a med error, especially if we cannot verify it. So that is the process for meds. We want you guys to be comfortable. So I just want to talk over a couple of things really quick here that are in here. So if you noticed, I have all these little markings in here. L means leave. That means that we are not really responsible for their medications. So like when they're at the hospital, this is what we do. If it is a pre-packed medication because we're pre-packing for an outing, that is just an L / your initials and a note on the back. Anything besides initials has to have a note on the back. So we're going to put, oh, these are all wrong dates. That's what happens. 2/11, 8 a.m., Simvastatin, pre-packed for outing, for example. And we're going to draw a line to the end, and then we are going to sign it. Okay? So, if there is a circle here, this indicates that it was not signed off when double checks were completed. Staff came in the 24 hours and initialed them off. Blue highlighter is our way to indicate an error. So if you make a mistake and you accidentally sign off something, use the blue highlighter and then a note on the back as well. Okay? If it is circled and we cannot, like if you're going through and you notice someone didn't give a medication. So let's say we're going through, it's the next day, and we see this one's not initialed. We're going to circle it just like they did here. We are going to write a note on the back. If we can prove via the bubble pack that it was given, they still need to come in and sign. If this is a bottled med, we can't prove that. Anything over 24 hours is a med error. So just a few things to note. If it has a circle with an X in it, like this, that is a med error. And forms need to be filled out, and an RN needs to be notified as well. So this is just a quick little video to try and show you guys our process and show you a couple of quick little things. We'll talk more in depth, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Thanks.